Hey. I'm not there, my people. I'm not there. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the show. Strength. I'm not there, my people. I'll be live. Good evening, Mama. How are you? Everyone in the house. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Somebody say, "Let me the food." They say this one pass food time. I don't even know say they come from work. So when I not vex my people, I go work. I just they come back. This music I for the do one and for una. I for the do one. I just eat. Tobacco. Guago. Okay, somebody say no, say I go walk. I just come back. Some people feel they want that say waiting make me return to love Benin music like that. Oh my God, I love Benin music. I don't know why. Benin music too sweet. Oh, thank you, my Sirati boss. How are you? My people, thanks for joining. Please, as you are joining my video, please try also to share the video. Try to share the video. I'm a donation. Now we want to do this evening. And from the video I was analyzing this afternoon, I'm going to continue. Yes, because I promised to finish that video. That video carries a lot of information that I need to talk about. Very important. Because the same person will do that video, which is Izzy Kokobiri of UK. She also wants to hear it and she needs to also hear it. My beautiful people, when they join this video, like I said before, I get with her they use my power they do. I'm a mother of 3 children. So my power, I not the jump again for my life. Now I wanted to follow and this you. Because from the look of things, I see and say she have a lot of energy. and I'm willing to follow her, enjoy the energy. Then the recent ones, where they happen for outside, my people, as you are joining, Daddy, help me share the video, the page. Help me share. Let me also, Irodo is helping me to share to the big platform so that other people who are not watching, who are not seeing, I don't know why I love this shirt so much. I love it. Other people will know they watch so that make them join us, make them watch. Operation No Sleeping Tonight, Abby. This message, this first one we want to talk about now, Esther talk show and Kate the witch in Belgium. So yesterday, my people, Mona share the video, Mona share the video, Mona the share, wagyak bobo yugi. Wagai, wagyak bobo yugi. Yesterday, oh, Akuna Shelma, how are you, my darling? How are you, my people? Please share the video. Mona share wagai. Mona share, my people, wagai. Yesterday, Kate the witch make a threat. She make a death threat on Esther talk show. Because Esther talk show travel go Nigeria. As she travel go Nigeria, she dey reach Nigeria. It be like say she show her for flights. Una know say apropos people for Facebook now. Good evening, how are you, Susan? My people, please share the video. Apropos people for Facebook. Have they seen the thing invest them? Say why Esther go Nigeria? Wait, be say it don't fair saga Kate the witch. Say they don't fair get saga. So for that reason, Kate the witch they live video. If they do my army donation. Now my own matter she did the chop. She never chop and finish. Now inside the place where she for the chop my own matter. Now there somebody carry phone take call and say, find what you want quick do a start or show. If not people you want carry go give her. If not key you won't kill her. If not there you won't buy her. Since you don't feed the key people before, or you don't feed the travel go where people did before, you are good in that, you have talent. And I believe some of the people who are also enemies of Esther, they trust her in using her to do evil. They have a lot of trust on her. You see, good evening, Don Bravo, my people. Please, as you are joining, share the video. So, it be like say they don't trust her. The Kekeebo which way they bejo. They don't trust her where we say, this woman head will let person use you. This woman head will let person they push for different places. They also quickly call and say, Esther de Najao, because for their mind, they have so much assurance in her because she don't fair do one thing for their eye. They say she don't go Spain. Go record Sarah Oibo. She don't also fair go that same Spain. Go court. Where no concern her. Go do testimony. To try to testify for case where you don't need witness. So because of that one, they were having so much trust in her to say, the shame and disgrace record that she broke on live video, she's also going to be able to break another heavy one like that on top of Esther Toshu. We made the call her. The person we call her for phone say, I beg you. Get Lareo, Esther in Nigeria, the woman get bewa. So she quickly joined here. Immediately she joined here and she started screaming on live video. My people, I beg, if you not get the address, may una let me know. If people, she did Nigeria, if you not get the address, may una let me know so that I go quickly send soldier go. If I carry soldier go, may soldier just go give her a slap. I play her yesterday for video. I don't go play her again today. Now another video we won't play today. May soldier quickly go give her slap. May they slap and where for inside bag. May they use slap to remove the eye. Be say na Kate the winch. Now get the barrack with the Nigeria. Be say papa was once a soldier or maybe a family member for Uga village. They were once living in the barrack and they have soldier whatever. Yes. The only thing when I know, Shah is calling. Help me call her back, Daddy. I'm on live video. The only thing when I know be say Kate the witch get record in shame and disgrace. But I don't know her as a person who have power. But I know her as a person who have a big mouth. Like Izzy Undan Kokobiri of UK. That one also have a very big mouth. But although she cannot go away, but she have a big mouth because she was brought up in a home that is already corrupt with a mentality to say, we do juju. She saw her father roasting goat from pillar to post. And she got, you know when children are growing up, they have a lot of trust on their daddy. They have a lot of trust on their father. They trust their father so much. It's just like my children here, the way they trust their father. Let me quickly say this story. The time my son was growing up, there's this trick my daddy used to do. My husband used to do to my son. If he reach the door, where they call that, how do they call that door? How do they call it, daddy? That door that opens automatic. Automatic door. So if my husband reach your automatic door, my son, they follow and they waka, they go. My husband go say, abracadabra. My husband go say, abracadabra. And whereas, that door na sensitive door, all those doors where they open for supermarket or they open for shops and whatever. My husband will just say, abracadabra, door go open. My son go biggie clap for your papa. Wow, daddy, you did it. You did it. You remember you and Denzel in this story. Daddy, you did it. My daddy is a magician. My daddy is a magician. He believes so much in his father. So anytime we they go supermarket, if I they carry and they go, I reach near that door. Before I even reach there, because they follow it, daddy they do one before. He go just from distance they shout to say, abracadabra. Go they tell door like this, abracadabra a la kaza. Abracadabra a la kaza. I go laugh. Inside my mind, I know say, this one father don't brainwash am to the extent say, now they use abracadabra, they open up this door. Not be automatic door. My son was having that belief for many years. Until of recent, now you can't understand when you don't grow. Say, that thing where daddy they do me na abracadabra. It's just they use them until they follow my head, they play. And lie you, not being the one. So, now so it be my people. When children are believing in the magic of their parents. So, Izzy uhunda kokobiri, because you see father they carry knife, they carry different things. They carry everything where they carry, go to the roast goat from one pillar to post. She had that same belief on her father to say, her father can close anybody's nyash. So, I can confirm it with this video. What I'm talking about, let me quickly confirm it with a video. The kind of belief my son was having on the father. She was also having that belief on his father to say, his father can do and undo. His father is a wonderful man. His father is a man who can deal with abracadabra issue. His father can kill a person when the person is not ready to die. So his father is a man of the people. So I can confirm what I'm saying now. That kind of belief.
The mother of all bullets. You know, so yeah. By the way, my people, hey, if you're a mother, a good mother, not Rita's video. If you carry my papa and mama call, you say you want shoot them. It is I go say I go okay, they can't talk for face. They are the same thing.
So it's around this area.
They don't have love. If you watch Rita's video, if you carry my papa and mama call, you say you want shoot them. It is I go say I go tell you, may you bullet them, may you bust them, may you.
That one is very true. If you leave me on live video and you go and meet my parents inside their house, I'll give you a go ahead to do whatever you've done. Do since you are Jesus Christ. That is what she's trying to explain here.
Pastor, you scatter their head. You understand? To her parents. For me as a day here, my papa take good care of me. My dad never raised hand one day beats me. Not only my mama tell you say beats me. And you know what? I understand mother and daughter. Quaining. A woman go come out. You be a celebrity. Oh, thank you. I'm just, kidding. Woman go come out. He go they praise a kia.
When she did this video, she wasn't disgraced then. The news say her husband is also a kokobiri was not yet out to the street. This was before the knowledge of people that the husband, the one she called her husband that is not living with her, that boy, is also a kokobiri. So she was proud in giving that insult to my husband before it was unveiled.
She not talk say this man now father figure to my children. He came into my life and adopt my children as his own. The thing will make my husband even say, born for me. I want you to be the mother of my baby. I want you to carry my baby. Now the way I take treat my pikin. For where is it? Now the kind mama when I be. Now the thing
I think I'm looking for this.
Oh, we are take tested running. Only. He run come up for street. Don't give me a bonus bow. I
was actually looking for this.
But to what begging now with or come and say, I'm the Alpha, I'm Omega, I am this, I am that. If you see my mama, if you see my papa, if you see my sister,
so actually, the video I explained this evening, she was getting frustrated about the house phone Lolo was holding on video. You know, every time Lolo is doing video, maybe something arises. That one go pick up her phone. And her own mother now, that one will pick up her phone and be talking on phone. So that video we analyzed this afternoon, I see her for inside, that thing was also irritating her. So from my own side, the thing that was irritating her from my side was, I will always be praising my parents. So it was a strategic attack on them. She was one of the people that wasn't liking it when I'll be praising my parents. And this is the same person who don't stop talking about the juju nature of her own father.
Because of you saying making. I met you 3 days unakaume. I said ye ka 3 weeks umisane. Our webo boni or you say me beg it remain webo. Beg it maybe total we your backman or take try ramen. Or we are take tested ramen. Only he run come up for street or give me a bonus bo. Amaka mwe bo kan wo gwado mwe bo kan family sule. He wa beg with our never over your banner lona bo where you lo wa zen ramen. What carry? Or say why you ramen is the truth up we want is until we so miss ane. Una kamwe bo kamana beg we. So this one, I just used that short video to explain the way she believed in her father. Just like I said before, he said, I don't see my papa. They do juju before. He cover person yash, so on. The person no shit for 3 days. So I wonder why she has been crying over what I did to her for the past, since early last year. And the father has not been able to close my ass. I shit every day. There's no day I don't shit. I don't suffer constipation. And I also wonder why her father has not been able to close or sew my mouth with the juju where she they brag with. Say she so on. So you see that confidence. That is the kind of confidence this little girl is having on the father. That confidence where my son go get for his papa say, if you want to open that door, you go say abracadabra, that door will open. If your papa want to go where they go, he want to go roast goat, he want to go do anything where he want to do. This girl was having big trust, or she is still having big trust on the father. Although, as we digress in this, me and she know they do saga again. We are not discussing. As we digress in this discussion, we will get to know whether everything she's saying about the father is true. And we will be hearing it from the horse's mouth. As we digress, as we they go. Because they say, we will hear, not from my mouth, but every one of us will hear from the real horse's mouth. Whether she was just bragging to live video people, you know, trying to portray who she is not. Whether she was lacking confidence, whether she was dying before time, whether she's feeling threatened by people who are on live video. Because from the look of things, this one is a sign of feeling threatened. So that one is explained. I will come back to come and start where I stopped the video. Another thing I want to talk about is this Esther talk show and Kate the Witch matter with the ground. My people, how na see her. Before I talk my own, how I see her. I don't want to talk. I want to hear from people. Before I talk, say, see how me see her. If anybody not calling to say, see how I see her. Esther talk show go do Dunisha. He went to a lawyer to complain, to lay the cases down. He laid the something down, say, waiting, this girl talk for la video. Say she want do one, he want kill her. He go write down for petition. So I'm going to be reading that petition to the public in case some of you have not seen it. I'll be reading the petition right now because I also posted it. Yes. I'm not seeing it. Daddy, help me on your phone. Let me find it.
Which one?
The petition.
As well.
Yes, I want to read it.
So let me read the content of the petition. The content of the petition, where somebody said as you progress, not digress, meaning backward knee. Digress is always correct. Digress, you digress inside. All right. Thanks for the correction anyway. So, Esther carry Kate go report for police station because Kate has been mouthing and she has been a person who constantly threatening people with death, assassinating them and killing them. So let me read out the petition before I continue. This is the content of the petition. He say why am I not saying this thing very well? The above, okay. The above subject matters refers, we are firm of legal practitioners and our services have been retained by Mrs. Wu Esther, herein referred to as our client, on whose firm and unequivocal instruction we write to you as under appearing. It is our brief that sometimes in 2001, our client, that is Esther, attended a birthday party celebrated by one Mr. Eddie Murphy Idahosa, president and a member of their social media group, Western Germany, wherein the above Mrs. O.D.A.K. Cho came in company of some persons and started raining abuses on our client, that our client did not exchange pleasantries, greetings with them. Una know say that probably happened by say O.D.A.K. Cho, which is Kate the Witch Ibejo, she was very angry. Say, why did Esther talk show didn't greet her immediately she entered? She saw herself more important than Esther, and she saw herself that Esther is the one that is supposed to greet her first. So she started live streaming Esther. 2001, yes. So the something continue. It's a flowing from the above. The dimension, this is not clear. The dimension took a devastated twist when the above Mrs. O.D.A. Kate brought out her Android phone and started recording our client with insulting words to wit, "You be foolish girl. You not know me for this town. If I deal with you with my military group or with my group, your eyes go clear." These were the words according to this letter where O.D.A. Konde give Esther. It is our further brief that our client, who returned to Nigeria with a view of visiting families and friends, has been receiving unanimous callers from different links linking to the above name Mrs. O.D.A. Kate, threatening that they are aware of her being in Nigeria. All right. So my people, now that one might be the letter. Meaning that letter is a petition where Esther go write today say, O.D.A. Kate show threatening her, say he want kill her. He want send people for her, make them look for her where he dey, even though say na beating. When I know say you feel say you want go slap person, before you know at the end of the day they go kill the person in the process. So we don't know. Because according to her, the way she's running her life on live video, she's believing too much in whatever witch that she have in her tummy, or whatever influence or whatever little change that she have in her pocket. So therefore, she is crossing boundaries. So she crossed this boundary by saying she wants to kill Esther. Esther wrote this one. So my own point is, before I talk about this, how una see her? Una see say e good way Esther go this lawyer please. Or you see and say e also good say she put her for social media. Is she supposed to put it on social media or she's not supposed? But if you ask me, I will say it's a good move. It's a welcome move. It's a yo move. Because they say to be forewarned, for somebody to know something and to be prepared is very good. Since you don't already talk on whether it's formality so or it's not formality so, but it's good. She also did that one. That one also have to do her own and put her name somewhere. So I not go never talk whether if na me I go put her for public. But Esther do the right thing. Because he get the way where people take they do their things. He get the way you go take and do your own if na you dey inside. He get the way where me go take and do my own if na me dey inside. People have different ways of handling issues that has to do with life threats like this. Person where if he put juju for pocket, go meet person for Spain. He put knife for pocket, come meet a person in Germany. He's also capable because of desperation and frustration that she's going through. He's also capable of giving money to people to say, go find a house, go kill him. But the way it can be now, I don't believe she understands the meaning of petition. When a person petition you with evidence, when there is evidence and there is petition, it means your hands are tied. It means you yourself have to know that there's a legal process that is going on in that case. It means the life of that person is in your hands, although you never write undertaking. But petition is a way of saying, in case of incasity, the person reported it first. So, God forbid, say anything happened to Esther talk show in Nigeria. There is already a suspect by Nigeria government already. There is already a person that the government will refer to, or the police, or the family, or people, or friends and relatives. All of us, we are the social media family, that we can also refer to say, okay, this person is the first suspect. When something happen, to a situation happen, the first thing where people they ask, they say, police go ask questions, say, who is your suspect? Who are you suspecting? Please share the video, my people. Then you must have a suspect. So now you go come people and say, this is my suspect. Then they will go check and say, did you write a petition? Or did you inform the police when these threats or something like this were going on? That is why it's very good. It's a supporting document in the court of fighting a case. Pre-warn, like you wrote it down. So on that ground, I think 100% I support the move that was made by Esther talk show. According to Kate, she always the talker, the witch. He go say, una never know me. Anything where I thought say I want to do, I must do one. So we believe she will do it because she is so talking and do, and she always carry anything where she talk rich. As she talk and say people will go kill her, we believe it. Me, I believe it 100%. Say she go fit kill Esther, you know. Although I know say she not be good, but I know say she will try to make the move because she don't believe in herself. Then another question where you also make me the one that say, why is it that? Why is Ikem Jennifer? Let me block you. You are not welcome to this platform. Just listen. Why is it that Kate the Witch love Saga so much, and she cannot take the effect of Saga? She loves talking to people, and she cannot take it when people talk to her. That one is a question, my people. How una see her? Is it foolishness on her side? Is it she don't know what she's doing? Is it I don't know what is it to her? Because a person who like talking to people or talking about other people should also be a person who is mentally ready and stable. Should also be a person who is mentally fit to also stand it when people are talking about her or when she's being talked about. But unfortunately, I'm saying it that Kate the Witch is not able to stand it. She's not psychologically strong enough. Although they use power they portray her to people on live video to say she's a very strong person. She can take it. But with her actions always sell her out. Because the way she was jubilating on live video yesterday, saying they don't get the address, make them go kill her. They don't get the address, make them go kill her. They don't fit do anything. Show example. So I saw it that she is highly affected by Saga on live video, that she cannot stand talk to me, I talk to you. So meaning the Saga that she's doing is fruitless. If she cannot stand it, my advice to her is to withdraw, not to go and kill a person, or she's been killed in the process and go to jail and forget about her children, her family, her husband, if she have anyone at all before. So my people, now that one be the matter where they ground, where we want enter. Now be the how na see am. Me don't talk how I see am. How I see am be say I think it's good. But on the other side, okay, we don't get caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
How are you, my darling?
I'm fine. No, I think the decision that Esther made was a very it was a very good one, seriously. And also, when she returns, she also have to do the same in Germany. Because if that woman can ask her address in Nigeria, she don't know that she has address also in Germany. So she can also make an attempt to also kill her in Germany as well. So she don't also have to do it only in Nigeria. When she returns back, she have to also do the same thing in Germany. Let her come back with that paper and show it to Germany government and every evidence that she has against her to go also do the same thing in Europe as well. So because how can people come on live video and start asking for address and want to deal with person? Do you know the huge evidences, in fact? So that's what I see. That woman should also make the same thing here in Germany, and also in Nigeria should have all the old information and gather together. So simple, eh? Thank you.
So that one is the mind of the first caller where say he believes say he good. All right. So what you now want to talk about now? Una believe say he good. Una also believe say na good idea to put on social media. Although a person will do something, now I know better. Why? But if you ask me, I will say if I was Esther, I will not put it on live video. If I was Esther, I will not put it on social media. I will not put it on live video. But I will do my underground work. I will give it to up to 3, 4, 5 lawyers, and every family members will be aware of it. But I will never put it on live video. This is my own personal opinion about it. I don't think I will put it on live video if I was Esther, because I know how to do case. I'm not going to put my own for live video. But it's a welcome idea. Even though say now 5 people did that thing, to go and put it in different places is very important in case of incasity. And allow people that you trust, people that you know, your family members, many of them, to know these people. You have their pictures, have all of them, keep everything about them, have some video evidence, have some burnt audio evidence that you recorded and burnt in the CD, and you keep it with the lawyer and the firms and all of them with correct evidence. But to bring it to live video, if it's me, Rita, I will never do such a thing. I will not bring it to live video. But Esther make a very powerful move. Esther make a very powerful move. So another person needs to go out, which is Coco. Please, anyone that needs to go out so that they will not disturb us, let me quickly be blocking them. Alright? So, now that one, now so it be my people. Yes. Somebody say, now this month you use the yes. This is our business on social media. Now month, now we take the one. Yes. If you go further more than doing mouth, you will also receive what you are supposed to receive. Shame either follow you, like when they went to Spain the other day, shame followed them. The whole live video were beating them. Instead of them to be celebrated that they do where they were be beaten. So that is it. This is a business of mouth. Yes. Please join the video and share the video as soon as they join, my people. Then, from the place when I... Alright, somebody is calling. Hello?
Hello, Mama Rita.
Yes.
The one you said that she don't have to put it on social media. I think that Nigeria own is also is good that she put it on social media. But when she have to do the European own, should be secretly. If she want to report everything, she must have to do that to complete everything. She must.
Yes.
When she return back,
very important. She must do. She go do Anna.
Yes, when she do that, don't put European on social media, but putting that Nigeria on social media is also good, because sometimes when you do something in Nigeria, having the paper, something happened, you lost it. Sometimes putting that Nigeria's what happened in Nigeria on social media is also good, but when she have to do European own, when she returns back, that should be her private life. You understand? So that's my whole idea. She must to do that to complete everything, to have the very, very strong weapon against this demon, devil, darkness of a human being.
Thank you.
So, all right.
Yes. So, there was a person where they called before. May I listen to them before I talk? This thing when I make I not forget. For illiterate or ignorant people, not be everybody know the meaning of petition. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening. How is everything?
I'm fine. We are listening. I'm on live video.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. Like this very thing that happened, and that Esther went quickly to consult her lawyer.
Yes.
It's very, very right. It did well. It's a welcome idea. And for her also bringing into social media is very, very good.
All right.
Because if Kate, when if Kate says something, he will want to do it. Okay? For Kate to carry out the action, this particular thing that Esther did now for putting it on a social space, it will stop her. Okay?
Okay.
Esther may be doing it underground. Why Kate is not aware that she has taken it far.
All right.
They will still carry on the action.
Yes, Sonny Oge.
I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. It's a welcome and I love it.
Okay.
And the other one, the third thing I want to say, this one that you are saying, we know that Kate bully people, and it can't stand when you insult her back.
Thank you.
Do you know the reason why?
Why?
Do you know why? Because she's the breadwinner of her family. Whatever he says to the family, they do. Are you with me?
Yeah, that's why she cannot stand bully that she give to people.
Yeah, if he gives to people, she can't stand it. That spirit is already in her, oppressing her family. You know, like in her family, it's like she's the breadwinner.
No, for a person to be a breadwinner, it means say you. If you are a breadwinner, you can give to people and people cannot give to you. I'm not understanding your explanation.
No, like her family to her own self.
Oh, like she feel like a queen in her house.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean she have the feeling of a queen, a king in her own house? Ah, okay.
Yes, a spirit in her again. Then when anybody talk to her, she will want to stand and deal with them. She will want to stop everyone not to talk to her. Because that is what she does in her family.
Really?
I don't know if you get me.
Yeah. So how do you see it? Is it a primitive way of life? Is it a primitive way of life or what?
It's a primitive way, come on. Very, very well. She's so primitive, yeah.
All right.
Carry on.
You're welcome. All right.
Yeah, bye.
So, thank you, caller. That caller way though. It's a primitive way to me. That's why all this why I didn't want to be living with them. Like it was difficult for me to say, let me be living that primitive kind of way with them. Hello.
And anything that I remember, I was trying to use it to give advice to Esther.
Okay.
You see that complaint she lay on that paper? It was the same day that she took a knife to stab somebody else.
Okay, the same day she took a knife.
Yeah, you know when they went to that birthday party, it's when she has issue with Esther. And it's the same party she said she brought a knife to stab one Lolo talk show.
Yes, that's true.
You understand? If she has video also, if somebody who can take a knife to a party to stab somebody, and if she still have that proof, let her take that proof also, because that proof have a huge part in this case. Because as long as they have misunderstanding with that party, and she also said she brought a knife to stab somebody, and now she's demanded of killing her or having having.
Your network. Oh, sorry. The network of the caller be reconnect. This caller just make points now. There's a very big point in what she's saying. He say the day where the problem of she and Esther start, that same day, now she carry knife, follow body go party. So their problem, there's an evidence of another violence on that very same day. You know, there's an evidence. If you write her name on my platform again, I will block you straight. I will block you if you write her name to say whatever. I will just block you. You can be writing Ketekia. We like it like that. Don't write her name on my platform. So the same day when this thing start, that is exactly the same day she took a knife to injure Lolo talk show. All right. So it's very important if they put it inside the petition. Or if they make it public, I don't know. This one just make a point to say she can go and take the video of that same day, and she take everything that happened that day, maybe with the dressing and everything. We are trying to give clue to Esther so that they can keep it. If they are keeping this one, it shouldn't be in the public. See, they already put the paper. They can just take this one and keep it with their lawyer, their families and relatives to say, this is our problem. The very day we start, she was coming that day, she came with a knife. Same with the intention of stabbing a person that she draw into a fight. When the person also replied her, she made a decision of also killing the person because the person replied her. So, with the kind of person that she is, if you ask me, I know she's primitive. I know she's a village girl, quite understood. I know she's a person who does not know, who does not understand a town kind of life. But I also believe and think to say she's having a psychiatric problem. There is a psychiatric related problem to what she's suffering. Because it's not possible. Because they say for person house, now you be king, now you be queen. Whatever you are feeling, that is in your own house. You cannot carry your feeling to not to rule the life of another person. If you are bold and big enough to talk to other people, and you are big enough to carry big words in your mouth, and you are even the starter of every fight, you are even the person who start dragging these people first. If you see the fight she have with Esther now, she was the first person that called Esther phone to say Esther talk show. She called them separately inside their house, just the same way she came to me. She entered their phone. The husband was there. She called the girl, say, I want to make I tell you this one, make you do that one, do this one concerning your Facebook. Esther was happy before she started launching attack on Esther. So the same thing she did to me. When she came to meet me where I was sitting on this chair that day. She came as if she came to sympathize with me. I came from hospital. Then before I know it, she started launching attack on me. So she's an attention seeker of the highest order. When she's a person who is, she cannot stand what she gives. When she's a person who likes and admire you from afar, she likes to get your attention by coming to you first and hear from your mouth. Somebody says it's a psychiatric. Psychiatric is an excuse for her actions. Okay, psychiatric is an excuse for her actions. We don't know. Anyway, so she will start poking. She start by poking. She start by poking. She start by poking. She start by poking. Then by the time you can no longer take it and you start to reply her back, she will be planning violence, how to kill you, how to, you know. So some of the people, she was one of the masterminders that donated money in the conspiracy they used to meet my parents at home. Although she has not received a package, but still she continued to go and she go. After my parents' home, no, before Lolo's attack was the first one. Lolo's attack was number 1. My parents was the second attack on social media that she conspired to launch on a cyberspace. The third attack was the attack she tried to launch on the enemy of Sarah in Spain when she was using a person to invite Sarah for a drink, the guy that was supposed to kill the girl. Then this fourth one right now that we are seeing on the cyberspace with an evidence of give me her address since it just did Nigeria. Now you people heard it yesterday. Is the one she tried to launch on Esther talk show, which is Lola, me, Sarah, and Esther talk show. These 4 people, we are the people that she has had a problem with on live video, and she couldn't stand that we're talking back to her, and she will be planning something that is related to killings always go through her head. The reason why she have killings in her head, I don't know. Sometimes how do people normally grow up with having killings in their head? It can be the environment where they grow up from, environmental factor. Just like I said before, like I was discussing yesterday, she grew up from a village called Ura. And this village, Otegodo, and una know say any as well Otegodo day, it's a polygamous home that can marry up to 2. Somebody say I'm bipolar. That a polygamous home where more than 1 wife day. And most of you know what is happening inside a polygamous home. It's not what they tell you again. You know, most of them are always having this mentality of killing. So I believe, as Rita, the mentality of killing that she has, or the mentality of assassinating people, that she go look for their trouble and she cannot stand their trouble back. The mentality is coming from where she comes from. He said, Rita, play the audio again for the people that have not heard it. Which audio? Where she was saying yesterday to say, if Esther did Nigeria. Yeah, I can find the video. That's the video. Watch us, hold on. So let's listen from here.
I not to spend. I want to know. If now some people, if now it's now, or I get travel, or I get it out there a train ticket now. Now that one they made that they cry. He go say, hey, Katie, no why I can Nigeria. He did this one, he achieved this one, he achieved that, he buy house, he goes
That
he pay for hotel, he do this. Oh, that years, you want to beg him on me, love. May I sleep your ass now one day. May I sleep your ass now. What bell? Let me spend my money while you're not best on me. And when about what your address or the location let me. They say Esther then Nigeria. This one are public for the answer. They say Esther then Nigeria, my people. If you not say you like me, you like my mama. Give me the information. Wagume dear police and I salu pia merejia o. Ogun bu walas ka check up. Anytime you
So when she was going mad yesterday about some of the injections she has been receiving some days now from me, she ended up spilling this whatever that she said online. I hope you people heard it already. That is the video. Now there she for talking. Thank God say I play and inside here me also dey. So now I was discussing where she must have gotten the mentality of attacks, physical violence. Where will be physical violence coming from her? So I now knew from the analysis I've been doing for days now. I'm reading Kate's life inside and out. I saw it that her children are also suffering injury. I don't know if you people see it. Go back to the pictures again and look at the body of her children. From leg that we are seeing. When Sarah left the house, Sarah said it to say she beat her children and she injured them in many occasions. She's not saying it, but that's the way it is. But when I now saw the pictures of the children online, I felt bad. I saw injuries on their body. I saw injury from the knee of the children down. They were being injured, you know. So the children were being injured. They suffered injury. So I believe she's having this mentality of physical attack. Physical attack. Now this kind of mama, now they take knife for his side, he go say, I'll shoot it in your eye, I'll go injure you. You know. Sarah also confirmed to say she did throw things. She did throw tumblers, throw something at her children. Alright? But I have not seen it. That's what the girl said. But from the look of the way I saw the legs of her children, and from the things she has been doing so far on live video, the physical attack that she is always talking about, planning, bring it to public, there's every evidence that Kate grew up from a home that is highly physically aggressive people. People who are very physically aggressive in nature. That's the kind of home she grew up. Because the father, not be papa or papa, mama, papa. Now there she for grow. She don't know her papa family. Now mama, papa she for grow. When she grow for mama, papa family, it's otegodo. This is what they call otegodo. 2 rooms, 3 rooms, 4 rooms, surrounded like this with a big kind of a olden days center in the middle of the homes. Now there she for grow. And I know what they happen for otegodo. Those days when people want to fight inside otegodo, they normally remove everything, all the drums, all the ogbeida, all the ikoba, everything. The 2 wives that lived in that home, they normally remove it. They will pack it in the corners and say, they don't have backyards like that those days. They normally have what they call otegodo. So that otegodo, now therefore they do their fight. That otegodo, now they test their power. That otegodo, now therefore they pass out their anger when they are angry and when they want to injure or fight anybody. So from the talk where we do since yesterday, there is also a report from the family of Kate to say one of their younger brother, the uncle of Kate, by name Ebo is his name. As we are talking right now, Ebo Day Hospital. He says he's sick of a psychiatric mental problem. That one they sick. You know, he's confined to a mental hospital bed already. Why? Because of aggression. Because of aggression. So from the look of things, you can see that aggression is running in the vein of Kate. So don't be surprised to say, maybe as we are talking here, the husband is also suffering some injuries from this Kate. You will never know because you have not been there. But we are analyzing based on what we are seeing from social media. So the husband might also be suffering some injuries of aggressions already. And with the kind of people that Kate move with, she loves moving with people who have violent kind of a nature. She not the feel move with people where not get her. That's why she is compatible with the one where they Ekia Undan, where they UK, where they carry things, they go backyard, they say one key, carry knife. The other day, I don't know whether an arrow he carry. Wait till that one carry 2 days ago. Not be arrow, they demonstrate, say, he want kill it. I don't know who he want key for there, you know. So, these people, especially this very one now, kids, you can see where violence is coming from. Violence is inbuilt. Violence is in the blood. So, if we take a bigger trace, and we take the trace down, the trace might be coming from the mother or the father. Because if Pikin not resemble mama, he go resemble papa. He said that from the father side. But if you ask me, I would say it's the mother side. Which evidence do I have to say is the mother side? Is this the uncle, which is able, that is sick, mentally sick right now, and in the mental home, and waiting carry and come out for Uga, the house where then day for Uga, where carry and come out now. Now fight also, physical violence, where the uncle for carry knife, when madness enter his head, he carry knife, he begin the bulala people. So the house is locked down right now. The house where kids grew up from is locked down. Nobody is inside. They lock and down, say an abomination. Now he happen for day because Kate's uncle took a knife to kill people. So in the family, it runs in the vein for they to be carrying knife every time. That one is my analysis. So if I digress, dive into this matter again, far and far, I will take it the first violence Kate launched on live video. The first physical violence. She was not seeing the person, but she was angry to the extent that she was shooking needle on the head of that person. You know, she put her head down. A person, this one that is now her friend on live video, she shook the needle all over the body, carry kind and all these fetish things. She was spraying it on the person's body. So, physical violence related cases or issues, it runs in the blood of Kate. It runs in her blood. So now blood, now for the come and it's coming from the mother side. Now from the mama side, now for come. So if we check it very well, it said that the mama, Kate's mama, now you get that physical violence, or their papa, or their mama, for your mama side. Now you get her. So I don't analyze that one. Finish, my people. Now now I see that one. So from the look of things, Kate is going to have a physical violent problem. Because I don't know whether she don't get for Belgium. I don't know whether problem don't report her for Belgium. I don't know whether she don't also get her for Belgium. If people of Belgium, anyone who knows her, who can give us a like information of fighting people on ground. But one person said it. There's a person who talked on our show one day. The person said, get one pregnant woman where come the party where she do. He said that pregnant woman, he said Kate nearly fight her. Because I don't know what he be want. What he say he want take again. Whether na cake the woman be want chop or I been a drink the woman be want take. This one was trying to attack the pregnant woman physically. One caller talking for into our show say she's a person who is having all these fatties. So if we look at Kate's body, maybe she will be sustaining also a physical injury for her. Because it's not possible for people who fight every time not to have this physical injury in their body. Because the children has it. It's there. You can see it. So we would come the say now dirty because we see dirty for live video. And we also saw that the children are not clean. Where they are living is not nice. So we were relating it to dirty. We were relating it to uncleanliness, you know, unclean environment. But from the look of things, I believe it's violent. Now beating. I don't know what to relate it to. That is for that one. Then the place when I stop from the video, when I analyze this afternoon, I stopped somewhere. I think I stopped around 12 minutes. Where I put her? Waiting somebody they write for here, say all of una na social media, una for the na social media, una for the una they make mouth. Of course now. Now so it be, you are right. Now social media will they make mouth. Alright, before my phone open, I'm trying to open the video. Let me continue what I was saying. Somebody say, it's in her face. Let me read that comment. Before we say I want to talk open. Somebody say, now wow, knife carrying, family case to boy, your secret don't open. Another person say, short people are always nervous like that. Yes. We have every evidence that short people are like that too. Many of them, not all short people, they attack people, but many of them are suffering from inferiority complex. They are quick to aggression. Even post the head now, we not see head as them. Okay, we didn't see the head. Ketekia don't define settlement too. She don't tire. Who is she looking for settlement with? So my people, that is it. Oh, my network. What's wrong with my network, eh? Why charm me network it now? This thing is very, very important this evening. Don't sham this network. Daddy T, please, I need your phone. Help me with your phone. Help me with your phone. So that the place when I stop for the video when I analyze today. So we don't already give you advice, Esther talk show. Some people say you do and well. Why some other me? I believe say you don't do and well, but everybody don't be the same. Other people say you do and well, you are right to post it to the public. If she is even planning anything, it will stop her. She might make mouth on live video. It's easy to make mouth. To make mouth is very easy. So all those will not be anything for me or for us again. So she might make mouth and say whatever. But the truth of the matter is that she is already inside her mind. She will already be ashamed and afraid. And even be afraid. Because if a person don't put your petition for ground, to say, see what you want to do, you want injure him, you want to do this one, and this on the it's in the public already. The life of that person is in your hand. Even if another person can't do that thing for your hand, people will definitely put eye on you. People will definitely poke you. People will definitely say, you know, you get hand for inside. All right. So now this video, now I for stop when I analyze today. Now this video. So let me continue the analysis because I promised my people that I'm going to finish analyzing the video.
I know how much be my car insurance. I know what it be my rent. Now come up for Facebook. Wish I enter Facebook back. It never reached 3 months. When I come back to Facebook, Rita bullied my husband. She bullied my marriage. She bullied everything. She bullied my engagement. Who go?
Let me connect it to speaker, my people, so that I can have speaker access.
She even received a phone call from my ex. That's how much to tell you, say, people where they look Rita know say she they jealous and she doesn't like me. My ex go call Rita. Rita recorded him. She sent it to Sarah to play it on a platform. People, una ogu de kill una. Una go so na no know what Rita do. Call us. Ogu mwe konuwa. Eli nuwa ma bugwa. Now what you don't know the key you call her. Now what you don't know the key you. Cry baby. Use pad and dump. Use and dump pads. For my life, man never dump me. Now only my husband dump me.
So you can see these people, this circle of people, they have mental related issues. I don't talk about this one this afternoon. She said for her life, man never dump her, but now her husband don't dump her. So I don't know what her husband is. Maybe her husband is okay.
My blood to the heart. Later uncle, he married me. For my life. The only my way say, I don't think we are. Now be the man when I'm married today. Now be the man when the man to they say, I don't think we are. He used to marry me.
So did you see what I was saying before to say she believes so much in bragging with Juju? Maybe from what she saw from the father. She say The only man where don't use mouth tell and say, I don't think we are, meaning we are compatible. I don't think there's any compatibility. I don't think there is anything that will bond a person like you and a person like me together. I don't think we are good to be together. We are not good to be together. Not to even to talk of spending a lifetime together. So he said that person talking. He said, "I be the person we marry and so." He said, but for even opening his mouth to say, I don't think we are. He said, he tell and say you must marry and put for saying it. So meaning they are not in marriage, they are in marriage. Meaning the guy doesn't know what he's doing, but she know what she's definitely doing. Meaning the guy is not sure of that marriage, but she is sure of that marriage. You said you don't think we are compatible. So for even saying you don't think we are compatible, you're going to marry me for it. So meaning she just told the public here to say, now juju, now I do for your head. Because she's confident when she's talking about juju. But unfortunately, these people, they fail to know that sometimes juju might work. But it doesn't work for everyone. That is where the problem is. That is where the problem is. It works, but it doesn't work on everyone. You might try to use it on me. And the time it will fail, you'll be frustrated. Because you have a target. You have an aim. Your aim is to make me come down for you. Just like this guy ended up eating his shit. I don't think we are compatible. But because you said that, you must put a ring in this finger. So you see, when people say, or people like us say, there is no marriage there, we know what we'll be saying. I have never really dived into the spirit of analyzing this small girl before. But because she has been asking and wanting my attention for a very long time, I decided to analyze her life, to make people see her the way I see her, and the reason why I have not been really giving her attention, and the reason why I have not really been caring about her. Number one of the reasons before I finish, now another condition which she did. I know she's a person who is 100% on government benefits in Europe. So if you are 100% on government benefits and you go marry, and you show the marriage to public, or you show it to the government to say you are married, your income will reduce and frustrations will start. So this her frustration, this early one, started just immediately she started, she married that guy. That is when it started. Before she married the guy, it wasn't high. There was still smile, there was still joy. But immediately after her marriage, frustrations increased. And the things she used to do before, attacks increased. Fighting for no reason increased. You know? So, I believe, I was thinking to say, now benefit, now money. I have analyzed the life of this girl many times here with my husband. Only two of us alone. I will just be analyzing what could be her problem. What could be her problem? What could she be suffering from? Because looking at her, I know she is not normal. You know? So that is it, my people. That's why all the cost which they cost me never affects me one day. I was able to be patient for her, to carry her belly for 9 months, come born, before I will sit down and be doing this with her.
Hold on, people. I block today. Later, Uncle. Oh, I will so be single mother. Oh, thank you. Single mother, last sweet die. Did
you hear that? So, when she say, na juju, she take hold that boy. Somebody just say, oh, we comment and say, oh, you will soon be a single mom. Meaning the marriage is not true. It's not real. There's no marriage there. So when they hit the nail at the head since the talk say, she is not in marriage. This is what is frustrating her. It has nothing to do with me. I am proving it to the public that I am not her problem. Her problem is she tried to be like me and is failing at every given time. She wants to have a kokobiri, she went for it. It's not working. Because the S guy before, he came to this platform to say, he buy ring. She used her hand to buy ring and order it from Nigeria for him. He refused it. You see? So, it's not possible for the person and the character that this little girl portrayed on live video, for a man to just come under 1 month. He never even reached 1 month. You people should see a white marriage online. Like, please, think about it. Think about it. If you are a man and you are here, think about it. How did you know your woman? Okay, you know her. She's one quiet girl. She's one girl who doesn't is not publicly fully herself like this, bringing her body, her house, being vulgar, being like this kind of person, a toxic person like this to the environment, and even to her own self and her mental status, she's toxic. So this kind of person, which man in his right senses, if the man is not also a toxic person and a person who failed already, who failed himself and failed his family already, that we are set to go and put a ring is such a disgusting finger, is only a person that is like that too that we are saying. But looking at the face of the guy when he posted, I saw it that guy is too young and he's under his pay and he's under something, don't know what he's doing. So what I am saying here today, she herself is going to sit down and she will tell us with her own mouth and she will confirm it and say Rita was right at everything she analyzed about me.
Oh, Salobo. Single mother like sweet die. My husband tied up for my waist, now in the owe me. It's sweet die. You think single mother is a bad thing? Single mothers are powerful. To be able to raise children on your own. Get out here because of your ignorance. Man, it's another topic now. Rita I can't swear for. You dey.
All right, before she starts swearing for Rita, he say, single mother life sweet die. Single mother life sweet die. My husband tie rope for my waist. Husband, I will prove it to you this evening to say the husband not tie rope for her waist. That one is a social media talk. Now she tie rope for the waist of the husband. And she also is afraid and ashamed. The fear that this little girl has, the fear of this social media is bigger than the fear she really have in losing that marriage. Losing that marriage or losing that boy, I don't know if they marry. Me not see marriage for them. But losing that person that she's living with over there is not the fear that she has. The fear that she has is the question that we are going to ask her. To say, where is that guy? Where is that boy? Where is that boy that you was with yesterday? Where is that guy you was with? Where is that person? That is why. Because she was not even sure of their relationship. She wanted to be sure before she showed the guy to the public. At first, I made her to show the face publicly now, today. The saga of me and she is the saga that surfaced the face of that guy. She has never proudly posed the face. He said that he used video, something, showcase, all this thing. Take the cover around because there was no assurance. There was no this saying, let me just pose it. Because I know what I'm doing. The flexibility of, I have a man, I have a husband is not there. You know.
Chris. Why they saw single mother, you know a single mother life is sweet. You use every man that comes your way for your job. Idiot. You want me to come talk her? Rita, come tell the way I do you. No go on.
No go on boy. Let's return it. So, like I was saying, she was vibrating here to say she will not leave me alone. To the people who does not understand what that Edo language means. She is saying, for Ogun to kill her, she not go leave me alone. Definitely, when God want to expose some stuff about you, he will use a human being. And with the character she was bringing out on live video, with the things she was doing on live video, there will be nobody who will sit down like this and be analyzing her life, both in and out. Even the things she cannot say. So since my saga started with her, I have big things, not be saying I even joke, inside audio, that I will release on this live video with evidence coming from her home, the person that she never expected. And she go carry Juju come. They will deal with that one as a family by themselves. So when I say she is sick, and when I say I kept quiet for her for a very long time, I allow her to beat me because I was busy working on her. I know if I come for her, she will feel me very well. Hello. Call Baba. Lao's a pigeon.
Lao's a pigeon. Okay.
Il read la vidéo,
Okay, read la vidéo.
Okay, man.
Il met dans la guana, il met dans la guana, il a dit c'est ça parti, ouais, mais on read la vidéo.
Okay, read life, la life.
Okay, the off soon, we are finishing there now. On this about me,
Okay, gba me yegbi, mon. You are finishing the ban yati way.
Okay, man.
So that is it, my people.
Oh, but Dane Rita, how don't they meet you people when they cry for you? Cry go kill them. They go cry, Taya Rita. You come out, you have to come out and say, this is what she did to me, people. This is what Izzy did to me, oh. Make una see, oh. Come and say it. You swear with it. Yesterday you were bullying Kate's children. Who does that? But it's good.
So she said I bully Kate's children. I even late to start. I was late to start bullying the children of Kate. I was very late. To the eyes of social media people, I was very, very late. I didn't start it on time. If I had knew that it was going to come like this, I was going to start it on time. But because say I be person, where I don't learn to be patient with things, because I know what I will be doing by patience. I was late to start bringing the children of Kate out. I was very late. Did you know when that Kate started insulting my children? Very long time. Very long time. This one that is talking right now, she pretended to be a person who does not insult children. But there was also a disgraceful evidence on live video with audio where we play before on this live video, where them we are supporting Sarah. Say, take this one, go give her, make it use and curse Rita. Or where Oga or that's Buluku. So they know what it is. They didn't know when it has not started with them that dragging children can be painful to a mother. So they get to know it by the time it started happening to them. So it's not that I hate children, but it's a way of correction. Because sometimes when some people are doing something to you, they won't stop until you launch the same attack on them. Never. They will not stop. Not be everybody gets cool mind or natural wisdom that drips from God to understand that this thing I am doing can be painful to this person. Some other people are not like that. Some other people, they feel it. And when I know say person where they mad, like this very one, who have a depression symptoms, where would they see for street? This one will go to the extent of killing you if you don't kill her back. This one will go to the extent of even burying you and saying she is angry. I was slow to anger, you know. I was slow to anger, but not anymore. Not anymore.
Peter, for you it's okay. When something happen, you want to choke on for the person eye as he go take parent because they do you great. Can't tell people what tickets do you. Rita, come out. Can't tell your followers, blind followers. You see why I will never need any of your support. Because I know what social media means. I know I'm gonna use on head carry with you and no. You can never come here and lie. Oh, Rita is in one bedroom. I'll come take her. I'm too knowledge too full my head for that. I can never come and laugh Rita. You they stay 2 room. God I say they stay 2 room. You not concern me if you date 3 room, you date 10 room. Go and look after your parents. No go and go ever bon. Are you run?
No go and go. You see. So she said, go and look after your parents. So if we go to that parents area and aspect of it, they always talk about my parents every time on live video. It's not a news for you people anymore. So I don't know I'm supposed to look after a man who beats his 2 house for Benin with his whole hand. And the person where Papa not built one day, as we are talking right now, small girl way come Europe, where she herself never even built. And do you know that the father is living in a house, but that house is built by the son? And these people are fighting inside the house as a family. They are killing themselves as family to family because of the source of that money. Itama when a woman are one baby, injury ni ariye yo wekokudu. Ute yahu, weti mi will make you cry till you die. A joke. Hello. Okay, ma. All right, okay. All right. So when she became the first child of caretaker in Bejo, the beginning of this video, she talked for inside, said the reason why she came out from YouTube is because of Sarah. She came to fight with Sarah and me because Sarah was fighting Kate. This saga where they grand so I've been trying to prove it since yesterday that it has nothing to do with that. She's coming with what they call transfer of aggression. Now, transfer of aggression, I should carry on. Yes, she had a fight with me last year. But that fight she has with me last year, she is not healed from that fight. She didn't give herself time to heal. She gave me words that are hurtful. But I don't carry and pass there. It's none of my business. Yes. But I also gave her. My problem will be that, why is it that people who are giving me hurtful words, if I give them, they don't stand, they can't stand it. And they carry it for a very long time. It stays with them for a very long time. It rests with them in their home and in their hearts. And you want to continue fighting with a person like me, who have the possibility of injuring your heart for lifetime. When you are batting, you will be remembering me. When you are eating, you will be remembering me. When you are sleeping, you will be remembering me. I will not only enjoy I will enjoy your deepest of hearts. You will never forget me until you die. You will never forget me. So for you to say you want to get up and fight with me anyhow, and I was able to keep you quiet, allow you to give birth to your child in peace, so that I will not be responsible for your death. I never talk to this small girl. People don't already shout for live video say, oh, woo, if you don't you know that the mumu way they spend don't they shout. That mumu way they spend only no man boy from a boy. That one way just the where they say, yeah, then every time when on the green one. I saw this one also they talk about my people. This one was also having that symptom, that feeling big symptom of, may come talk to me. I go kill you. You go die. I go do you this one. I don't know what we're giving them this ghost this recent time. Maybe it was my quietness. Maybe it was my trying to change my lifestyle. Maybe it was my, I don't know exactly what is it that was giving them that ghost. But there was something that was engineering them. This one be like person where they just carry enter one pot, they cook her. Like I said before, she not be somebody when I hate for social media. But they cook her. It isn't ordinary. They cook and pass body. Because when she don't start to they make mouth, when she's making her big mouth, and she's promising to saga and kill you. The people where they believe on our live video, who are my enemies, who believe that they can send me to my early grave anytime, they normally believe in animals like this. To say when they use this one, they will quickly get to our heart. When they use this one, they will quickly make her psychologically depressed. I don't know what it will take you to understand that. I was ready before I come to live video. I don't know what it will make you to understand that. What you are passing through right now, I passed through it maybe 20 years ago when I newly entered Europe. What you are suffering from today, I suffered it 20 years ago and I heal. So I don't know what makes you believe so much that you can beat me. That's one thing I'll be asking myself and sitting down and be wondering to say, what exactly is giving you this mind? Is it because I am quiet? Or I don't drag you for a long time? Or you believe, say, if I can't come out, I'll come, they follow you through carrots. Eh? I am too organized. I am too posh. I am too ready. If I want to fight you, if I'm ready to fight you, I will fight the finger in you, and I will fight the hair that grows on your hair. The hair where they grow for your hair, I will fight it, but in my own way. We never they fight, oh, but you are already crying to say, if free that they do person like this, if free that they shook, person they shook. I don't know as I tell they shook you. Now you know. You have to explain that. Because for 9 months, I never talked to you. And I don't know why you didn't heal. What will make you heal, I don't know. And what makes you think, after engaging yourself in this kind of fight, that is able to damage you for the next 3 years, what makes you believe you can heal in a hurry? I don't know.
Stupid ass is not my business. When you're blessing your mom and dad, blessing follow you. Blessing follow you. Even the heart of giving to your parents, he opened doors for you.
This one is preaching taking care of parents for me, Rita. Small girl that entered Europe yesterday. She couldn't take care of her mother. She couldn't bless her mother the right way. This is the time, if she was a good person, her mother is supposed to enjoy her. Because her mother is a young girl. But what happened? We will get to know it as our fight digress with evidence from source. Never.
Surprise that person till they prosper, especially me. I carry my mama and my papa for head like gala, including my dead mother. I see they do to my mama till I come off for this life. I grave is my responsibility. I go clean out till I die. I go put flower till I die. I just see they serve mama even in dirt.
So when I will be playing those things, when the time comes, I will come back to this video again. We will use it to see whether she was sick. She didn't know what she was talking about. We will do comparison between this very video and what we will be listening to in the nearest future.
Ogu Kishu, I will serve my parents till I die. Even in their dead, I will serve them till I die. How would you think such child will not progress?
But you see, making mouth is good and it's easy. But evidence of doing what you're talking about. This little girl didn't know that. In this life that we are now, people are tired of ways. Somebody like me, you cannot win me with ways. It's impossible. Give me evidence. The evidence that you are taking care of your parents is what I want to see. Where's the evidence? Are you the one that built the house your father is living? That is one care that you can give. Because you want to roll with the biggest. You want to tell us how to take care of parents. The age where you don't spend for Europe, me and be times 2 times 3. But you want to show me how to take care of parents. Where's your own evidence? Only with words? Only with talking? I have been showing my own and I continue showing it. One of the evidence is that my father has 3 cars in his compound. Now, yes, I post for live video that they get another one for village. One of the evidence is that sickness never fit come out for life. He was a good man. Grace day life day. I don't understand why. I don't understand. You
idiots! That they disgrace your papa and mama for social media. And you think you're a woman. You think you're a child. You useless child. No gun berak bijoué.
No gun berak bijoué. Izzy ogbeida. No vi egbe. Izzy no vi ogbe no harakoa. Ogun hi agbo ya gbo e ajwe bi freezer. O ya gbe we ajwe. O be ri ra no mo foma. O ya ri bae. E bono kunu we ladian. O ga ya we lode. Isa gin we ga jogun. So, let me continue from there.
Ni ma bola shwebe.
Ni ba bola ragbe. Ni ba bola ragbe. Izelo begbede. So, evidence of a mother. You people have been able to see it. Since so now they follow me for live video, there is never a thing when I go say, Naso, Ritao. Even my parents, when they go carry come, she was one of the people, evidence are coming, who supported it to go and meet my parents in their own house. This one is one of the people. That is why frustration will never stop in her life. One of the people who sit down backstage to plant the evil, to say, may una go meet the parents for us, may una bring the coma, because she's not healing. She cannot heal from the words of mouth where they fight them. She not be healed. She's one of the people. But Izzy ogbeida, how is it going to be to you today that your father and your mother is about to be disgraced on live video? And the evidence of the death of your mother is about to come out raw, waiting kill her from source. So let me see how you are also going to open your mouth and talk. If you see person where keep quiet and not follow you talk, you know what they do. They not say no mukwa wewe. Oga imwekwa wewe wa boy boto. The reason why I can't shut my mouth of reason, when I say I do the talk, say na mouth I did. I say now we unuiji. Because he got you know why set to take he got one why problem in on what. But me here buwa a dagger here so your way kokudu. Ya is we dagger your te ya wumi. Then you mind yourself and you mind your business.
What I do now for this social media? When I do my topic, Izzy here, Izzy there. Everybody will say, I'm gonna leave this girl now. Now, break and toto she they do. She not
The one where she still they suffer from so. This pain of say I was doing my own and people come to disturb me. It's not true. It's not a lie. It's very true. She was really doing her own, which I never argued anytime, any day. I never argue and say she not do her own. The same people when you attack her first, they are the same people that are using her to fight me right now. Where she don't know where her pain is coming from. She don't know where her pain is coming from. Her pain that I was doing my topic, you people came from me. Was I one of the people that came for you? No way. Did I support you when they were fighting you to stop your topic? Yes. If you go back to that video and listen to it, you own her a very big apology. Forget about me. Even me where they beat you so. Ijori has never replied you one day. For no reason. For nothing that have to do with you or her. Those kind of people enter their bedroom, they lock door, and pray for you. You must be an evidence of Odekunohwa. Because me no say ta luwe. And the kinana luwe. You don't owe me any apology because I'm going to enjoy you so that then we may away. But there are other people you will be apologizing to. Because you are just a little brat. No grow up from a very dirty home. A dirty background. Emi no tune where we should way, I want an agmoe. Emi no wetobu where we should way, I want an agmoe. Tevi no logo.
do saga. She no carry on come. Even Steelers go come and say, leave them, not do saga, not talk to them, I beg. I go reply the ones when I go reply. You see your job, they your name, they your name.
Stainless was really doing that for her. Stainless was really trying to help her to say, they your lane, they your lane. Now lie. I'd be one of the people who dragged her. The first person that dragged her on live video is now the person she's sharing her video on her platform and she couldn't hear. This little girl. You don't know, say if you want to dine with a big girl, and if you do a big girl something, he go hide with you. Where when they wait kumiamia. But someone where kumiamia. Oh balon egbema ho go where ku odawo wa odawo ever side. But who go wa? Oh ne room balon egbe ho ne hi we. Yes. Now waiting you no know. Now be that one. Because you they do say you too know. But women why? I have told you once when I started fight with you on this live video. You are a tool. If I can go and bring that by post, that post is over 1 year. I will look for it and I will come and put it on Facebook. That's what I called you. I said you are just a tool. A tool get out from my front. That is the reason I told you to stay off me before. Because you ain't get too well with him. I know say you be too. It was a Christmas day. I was fighting the people that fought you first on live video to say, wasi anu wage on that topic. I know what it is. See your craziness that you display on live video, your madness. I know that you cannot stand the mental torture. Never. Where to stand there? When you may beg you can't stand the mental torture. But unless you are now planning to start getting used to it, which will be the best for you. Because that's the only way you can cope with cycles on live video. If you are a cycle already, real cycles, they don't have time to do but they will frustrate you to your death. Electric. Real cycles will bring you to that level. They don't have time to be jumping up and down, but they will torment you. They will torment you.
Your leg, she talk. It's not easy. It's easier said than done, people. You all know that even in your private lives. You get where your husband go push you, you go say never. You get where your neighbors go push you, you go say never. You get where your family go push you, you go say never. I was like, I've had enough. I need to show these people the other side of me. Now I am showing that side. Mona kare kiana. Again.
So you can see she's venging out the anger that she had from that attack. I will not be mentioning names, but most of the people that are supporting her to take to fight Rita, they are the genesis of her problems on this live video with evidence. I don't want to go back there. Most of you are saying it. You have it outside and you know it. If she have one video that I used to sit down and say, what you are doing on live video is not good, she can bring it on. She can come and play it on a live video. I only have a verbal word with her when she came to meet me inside the house. She seek my advice over something. I gave her my mind. She left and she went to live video to be doing another thing. I just reminded her with a post to say, don't forget. Now we be ancestors. Wait till you go. Wait till we see you not go see her. Not being with this. So. Is she not crying? Is she not crying? Now she talk, say me go make a post, say I be ancestors. How market? Is she healing? There's no healing. She's not healing from that thing, that first fight with the fighter for live video. She never forgive you. She never heal. I know that the pain is still there and it's real in you, but you will be lying to yourself. And even the people that are using you to fight me, they will also be lying to themselves when they believe that I have a fight with you. Never. I don't have a fight with you. You are fighting the fight of another person. When you finish fighting their fight, you will come and fight your own. You have your own, or you will generate your own on live video. Or you will fight the people who stopped you when you was doing your topics and your business. So you and Kate, you people always turn your targets around. You don't know who your targets are. If you believe you are doing your things, the pain where Kate they live today say the mama na ashawo. Where is it coming from? She's not getting over it. It became a widespread of fire everywhere already. If they don't know the beginning and the genesis of their problem, I normally like taking them back there so that they will not forget it. The genesis of their problem. So you can never treat your problem without going to the root of your problem to solve it. How do you solve it? I'm not telling you to fight back, but you can hopefully forgive. Truly, if you really want to forgive them, not me. You don't have any issue with me to trash. Never. Because if you try to do more than yourself, I'm going to beat you. Then and it's not a joke. You will live to remember me. Because I don't have any issue with you. Then your mind will come back. It will come back again. I reset it back. Because I don't have any issue with you. But people are trying to make you understand and believe that I have issue with you. Because they are cooking your brain. Because their target is Rita. And you are being used as a tool to get to their target. So when I swing we are ignoring for no do son way. So the question you asked just now to say the Kate way, bravo. That's a very good one. But I will not answer you because you are not Kate. So there's no reason for me to even answer that inside this live video. To say the Kate way, it has nothing to do with you. Finish.
Leave the saga to me, oh. Then the shank, oh. Leave it to me, oh. Una deleno. Una deleno. We were going Nigeria go collect from una, oh. Una deleno. Leave the saga to me, oh. You not gonna leave her to me? Ah? Why una te cry? Go bother Rita. Rita
I don't even know who is crying. Is she talking? Because I'm not understanding what she's talking about. Please, people should help me to translate too. Because me, I'm stuck in the middle of all these many ways.
Hey, oh, she thinks unless she's a bit mad. She thinks that my page, over 100,000 followers, they drop her for this social media. They drop her.
So the pain of say they also report her page and drop it. That one did they. Me, my people, I don't even know. I think it's about 5 months ago I started learning about report, or 6 months ago. I've been on this live video. I don't know what they don't use my video do. I don't even know how they did the report video. I don't know. If you say I know. Now, she even took advantage of those things. She not fear. She carry my picture. She go put for the blogging this thing. She put her over there. Picture where she know say I have the proof of copyright. She go put her there. In thinking in her mind to say, Rita not go feel report and I see Rita when I know that time because I too go school pass I know. My people, ma me ma for be ma bagmona eh. Ma tatamu wana.
But and they drop out because they talk about Akia. That page are not getting stream monetization one day for live video. Do you know what? I didn't care. I love talking about Akia. It's everything I like to do. You can see it in me. I be a shower, married one for that matter. I not be do another thing. In whenever another person matter not be my business.
So she say another person matter not be her business. In whenever I can provide 4 or 3 evidence of analyzing people video. Then imagine whenever me one no be live video now. From the time they removed me from my hookup, whenever became my job, I'm admitting it with full chest, without bending my mouth. I'm admitting it with full chest. Whatever I see on live video, I will talk about it. But I will not come into your house to correct it or to take it. If it's already in the public, I will not come and give you my opinion inside your house. But if I see it in the public, I will talk about it. And if you take me to court, I will provide evidence where I saw it. And I talk about it. So I admit it. Since you say, in winere no be your own. We winere or video bunima analyze. You say in winere no be your own. But I can provide you evidence of discussing in winere. Very many. Does it mean that you sometimes forget yourself? Or is depression now high to die saying you don't know what you are doing? Or you don't want to admit it. You want to believe or think that you are bigger than every other person. And I can also provide you a video where you also use your mouth, your own mouth, to say, this is our job. If you are in one place, it will be too boring. You need to be in different places. We do a procosmo, do a small. So what take in winner way? In winner way. Now your own way.
It was that they talk about pick and toto. I be like put the poor anointing oil for your heads. That is the only thing that is set in my brain. I just want to say prick, toto, chukam, fuckam, nikam, sockam, madam sit down, madam put toto with your husband.
You are very good. That is the only area where you are good. Not to they use saga to the draw ring. You they mad, but you know they do saga. You they crazy, you know they do saga. And you also want people who will go to your level or do it the way where you are doing it. Not be everybody will follow you do that kind of thing. You will do your style, I will do my style. Everyone have their style. Alright? So, in this our saga, there is a video, I'll go and look for it and play it, where you told Kate to say, make Kate do the cool one, presidential one, that you will do the mad one. You will do the madness aspect of it. That's your style. Me, I will not do that style with you. No. Now your own you go do, I go do my own. Did you know that analyzing people's video? This little girl started analyzing my video. Me and she get crashed for line. She started to drag me for that side. Give me name. Back on your, all of the time they celebrate her. They drag me. She was happy. I saw it. I never get monetization for my page. She was having monetization. She was using my video to make money on her channel. Sometimes, what you they do person, they think am. Because the time when that person go come back, say he won't chop you. Eh? You don't remain for your bone if you crash am.
Put prick. That is the only thing I know how to say. That's the only thing I love. That's the only thing I love. My video monetize, or you know monetize, it's not my business. As I get view, easier. One video makeup when I do for her platform, she got 300,000 views for her platform. I dropped the video. You know.
He said she dropped the video. You know to say you are a big content creator and you want to draw ring with people who are small content creators. So do you have any sense in your head? Is sense working inside you? Your mind is telling you that you are a big fish on a cyberspace. And you believe you have a name, but you don't have a name to protect anyway. But you have a name. And you don't use both. You might learn it by any. You might learn it by any view. Eh? You might learn. What be done? Benuna ewe ute ya wuwe la video ya nwe wo se me ya rive we ya yogi me. We ya yogi me. Ime problem you touch me. Agbera van a long time. I know those things in that bother me agbera ne. Because this time another hwaga gine came up YG.
Why? I don't like people who don't
Even the person will go enjoy all these things is Kate. I don't feel repeat that for my video again. I will repeat it today. Now only Kate be person will go sit down. Even though say they do saga way, it don't make sense. People see they say saga way this woman no, they do it don't make sense. Though you live and they no say na fool. Say it no get sense. The way I see Kate, I they talk and Kate na fool. She way they talk so she gets sense past Kate. That is 100% true. She way be easy ogbeida now you no harakwa na yeme me say Kate 10 times. So opportunity where Kate say they push and they do the saga fight with Rita is just to get attention, to be also to be relevant. She no. To be relevant. When they talk about our saga, she go see person we go also they look at. If any only na balo way.
share things. I don't like it. I reported that video was dropped. No matter what, you go remember when I say help you. It's not easy for anybody to help you build page for social media. Anybody stand by you, sharing your video and
So my video not there, now, my people not there. Now I go analyze that one reach. This a video. So the problem that she's actually having is connecting with the relationship where she did. This is her present relationship inside the house. No matter how she will fake it to people, she not get joy. Her problem and her frustrations is coming from there. Yes. No matter how she will manipulate it. The truth, the hot person they kill, but it's a healer. Now in the first they heal you first. You feel do bada, trust your legs, stretch your hand. But it's going to help you and heal you. There is another video I'll be bringing to you people again tomorrow. I'll take your mind to another direction. We will not mind no ever go concerning this mortgage. That is it, my people. Thank you people so much for joining this video this night. Thanks. So let me read comments before I move. Mama, please let this video be the last reply to her. Just forget about her. That one and never. ATI the last reply. You know if it be the last reply. I want her to continue hitting me. If she's not hitting me, I will torment her. She will start it again. If she's hitting me, I will leave her. Or if she's not hitting me, I will torment her. Is all. Because Imara Ima do oji. Problem is waiting a left today. You are there to fight for kids. To say the kids are away. You don't get here. You know the year we see at the toxins. The party where we go for Germany, you follow us go. The time where the entire motor bow. The kids insult me here with motor. When it be home, when it dirty, when it nyambo, when you take bow. What's your problem? The time where this thing start now, I tell you say, come on, body. Come on, body, oh. Because I know say time go reach. Since you say you know juju where. People will know juju pass you go cash you. Who can scapegoat? That's one low with the battlefield. Everyone beg now they know what say and I look what can if you turn on. I beg you. Love you, my precious people. Have a wonderful evening and sleep well.